Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's your boy NG21 here, and today we are going to be doing some FreeCAD here, and so yeah, let me go into my videos here, check out my screen just to make sure everything's working correctly here. Today we are going to be doing some FreeCAD here, and so yeah. Alright, so here we go, guys. I'm just going to kind of turn this down. Okay, so let me go ahead and just put up the chat real quick. Alright. Alright, so here we go, guys. I'm just going to kind of turn this down. Here we go. Alright, there we go. Okay, so let me go ahead and just put up the chat real quick. Alright. 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 There we go, guys. I was going to kind of turn this down. Here we go. Alright. So, oh god, it's so good. Alright, so what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to first... So I'm going to teach you how to install it and stuff like that, and so here we go. So I'm going to put my chat over here, or actually put it here. Put it... How about we put it like right here? Put my phone right there so I can see the chat while we're doing this. Actually, we'll put it over here. It's more sturdy over here. Okay. Alright, so, I'm sorry that I'm just talking a lot. It's my birthday and I got my new computer. So what we're going to do is once you install it, you're going to install it obviously, and you're going to go to part design. Now part design is where you can sketch up your own parts and make them into a 3D object. So this is the screen you're going to get whenever you do this, and so what you're going to do first is you're going to hit create sketch. So click on that. And you're going to pick our plane. Well, I like choosing the XY plane since that's the first option. So I'm going to hit OK. I can close out the start page now since we don't really need that. And here is our workspace. So we're going to go down to Edit Control. And let's make our grid. So let's say you want your grid to be 5 millimeters. And we're going to hit Auto Updates because that automatically updates our constraints. And so let's go ahead and start making a line here. I want to make it over, let's say 20. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in by the way too, if I can. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can hit Control Shift and then plus, I believe. Yeah, Control Shift plus, and that will zoom you in. So let's go ahead and update. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this line here. We can go up. Say we want to go up 5. And then the grid will come back up. And let's go back. And it's actually pretty simple. If you guys have any questions, please let me know because I can for sure help you guys out. I just want to load up my chat real quick while I'm waiting here. Okay. Okay. Alright. So let's say that's your part. So what we're going to do is we're going to update our constraints right here to make sure that we have all of our constraints set correctly. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to well, actually I need a mouse to do that. We're going to go up here. You can make the part isometric. I believe that's what it is. Oh, asymmetric, whatever. And then you click on this button right here. It's called a pad. It's basically the extrusion on Inventor, but it's called a pad on here. So let's say I want to make it, let's say 20, like that, millimeters, and that's good. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out. We're going to hit Control Shift, and then, well, actually, you can just hit this. Control, and then the minus button, and it'll zoom you out. And, so, yeah. That's pretty much the basics, guys. Like, that's pretty much basic stuff, but we can get into more harder stuff as we go on. So I'm going to delete out this pad real quick. And we're also going to delete the sketch. Or no, I'll just make a whole new... No. We technically can just delete all this out. Okay. So let's go back to tasks. We'll create a new sketch. I'm now going to teach you how to make a complex shape on FreeCAD. So I'm going to move up a little bit here. Actually, I'll be okay. Let's go ahead and start out with something basicer, like more basic. Let's start out with a circle. Put it to the 0 plane, like the middle. Let's say we want a radius of 10. But let's say you don't necessarily want the radius of 10. You hit escape, and we're going to go up here. Now what this does is basically like an inventor, kind of like your radius and diameter. We click on here, and now it's going to come up with something that says radius. You can name it. Let's say I want it like 6.135. Hit enter. Now it's going to make it smaller to 6.135 millimeters. So let's say that you have that, but you want to add something onto there. Let's go ahead up here to 10. And let's go over 35. And as you see, there's some constraints here that this computer does not want on there. So let's see which one it is, which is constraint 4. Sometimes these constraints do not work correctly, and that's why you have to have your auto update on, so you always know whenever your constraints are bad. I'm going to teach you how to use a trim tool in just a second. Obviously, it's going to say that again because I'm using the exact same thing. But up here, this little tiny button right here is to trim. Now what we can do is we can trim right here. And as you can see, what's going to happen is that's going to take out that part of the circle that was right here. And then we can it'll take out those bad constraints because it didn't know what to do with it. Now we can extrude that out, and let's say that you want this 20 millimeters. But instead of that, you want to make a new sketch on top there to add something on. So all you're going to do is you're going to click on whatever side you want to make a sketch on. Let's do here. And then you're going to hit create sketch. And now it's going to create a sketch on top of where you selected on that part. So let's say I want to make a box over this whole entire thing from there to there. Let's go ahead and do that. Close out. Since I have a broken hand, I'm just going to use the isometric view. Let's say, or whatever that view is, and let's hit 5, and there we go. Now, I gotta figure out a way still how to make these constraints, like, you know, you can just automatically type in these constraints as you make them go. But it's really not that hard to make a part in not FreeCAD. I mean, it's a little bit of a learning curve if you take that in as, like, you know, it's a little bit hard. But now let's make something even more complex than that. Let me just make sure this is all still working. We have good stuff. Okay. Plug in my computer actually, because I gotta, like, well, I guess we'll be okay. Okay. Let's say we want to make like a, let's see here. Alright, so let's learn how to use this right here. A polyline. A polyline is basically multiple lines. Instead of having one line and then you have to click again, this has multiple lines that you can just click. So let's say I want to go 40. And let's say I want to go 30. Let's see, where's that click at? Well, actually, let's go down here to 50. So I'm not even clicking it. All I gotta do is I gotta click once, and there we go. Now we made that. So now it's gonna say constraint is bad, and so it's constraint 3. Let's go ahead and delete out constraint 3. I don't know if it's still bad or not. Good now. Now what we can do 5. We can do also do inches, I believe. We can take out millimeter and we can put 5 inches. That's really long, so we're just gonna do 5 millimeters. Since I like running everything in millimeters, you also can do it in inches, obviously. You can go up to settings and change the measurements you want. But let me take some water here. I'm really thirsty. Okay. So, if you guys have any questions, I don't know if anybody's even watching this or not, but so I'm going to show you some of the things I have like done. There's also these add-ons too. You can go FreeCAD add-ons. And so let's go to GitHub, where basically you can get all these free add-ons for it. I want to get, I can't remember which one it was. FCC Gear, no. It was the Bolt one. I think it was FC Bolt. Or no. Is that it? No. Can't remember. I want to do assembly too. So assembly is basically where you can assemble things for this. And so let me go ahead and download this as a zip file. Let's save. We'll save it. Let's go ahead and open the folder where this is at. And let's go ahead and unzip this. We're going to extract all. And we're going to unzip it into the file where we have this saved. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this PC. Windows. Now I believe it should be under users. No, I spelled engine wrong, that's why. I was wondering why I was like that. Program files, FreeCAD, hit mod, and select that folder to export that into. Let me go ahead and exit out of FreeCAD real quick. This is how you do all of my installations, so we're going to do that. It's going to copy all the files into there. And as you'll see, it'll say FreeCAD assembly right there. Now this should work. I haven't had it really work too well for me before. I never had it work, but down here it should say assembly. And it should hopefully work. I mean, if it does, and obviously I did it wrong. Oh, there it is. So, I guess all I needed was a new computer, and I actually could do it now. So here's assembly 2, guys. So you can assemble your own parts inside here. And there's tons of add-ons. I mean, there's hundreds of them. There's all kinds of different add-ons for this. Even OpenSCAD. But yeah. So if you guys want to see more of this, please let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you did not, dislike. Comment on what to do next. And I'll catch you next one, guys. Peace.